Nepal is a destination we've wanted to visit for years. With Himalayan views, golden temples, sacred sites, world-class hikes, and friendly locals luring you over to visit, it is no wonder Nepal is a country that many intrepid travelers return to time and again. Come join us in this Nepal travel guide as we cover the bustling and vibrant city of Kathmandu and embrace all of its chaos before hopping on a bus bound for serene Pokhara, where lakes and mountain views are in high demand. Our travel guide to Nepal covers major attractions, things to do, and local eats to help make your trip to Nepal a better one. Nepal is a country that left a tremendous impression upon us to the point where we're counting down the days, weeks, and months until we can return again. Now let's explore Nepal together.
Well, good morning. It is our first full day in Kathmandu. We are up bright and early.
Yep.
It's surprisingly cold here. We're visiting in January.
Yeah,
so I think
it's 9 o'clock in the morning here. It's about right now it's about 8 degrees outside.
8 degrees.
So yeah, a little nippy. We haven't, you can see our breath. We haven't been wearing our warm clothes in quite a while. So
yeah. And yeah, traffic is starting to pick up. Lots of motorcycles, cars, honking. There's no sidewalks. I'm surprised by the lack of sidewalks here. So we're just walking on the road and we're gonna go explore. Should be a good day.
Sometimes it's nice to be surprised by a destination, so we arrived in Kathmandu without a whole lot of prior research. We knew we wanted to see the temples and palaces around Durbar Square, but that was about it. Since our hotel was about 30 minutes on foot from the square, we took this as an opportunity to go on a very leisurely walk and meandered up and down some back streets. We were up early, but Kathmandu was buzzing. Scooters were racing to work, vendors were setting up their fresh produce, and construction work was well underway.
So we have made it to our first stop of the day. We're in Durbar Square, and this is kind of like the main square. It's surrounded by Buddhist and Hindu temples and shrines. Lots of pigeons. Sam is filming them right now. He's doing a time lapse. But yeah, as you probably know, there was an earthquake in April of 2015, so a lot of the temples came down. So we're seeing a lot of restoration work and a lot of ruins. So we're just going to take you on a little tour of the square right now and show you what it looks like. Once we arrived in Durbar Square, we bought our tickets for 1,000 rupees. If you're interested in hiring a local guide to show you around and share some of the history behind this UNESCO World Heritage Site, you can easily find one next to the ticketing booth and agree on a fee. Due to the earthquake, some structures were reduced to rubble, while others are unsafe to enter at the moment and are being held up by scaffolding. So we mostly just looked at the structures from the exterior. Alright, so next up we are in Indrachok, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is a market area. And yeah, very lively.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I'm seeing lots of gold-colored souvenirs.
Yes.
And seeing lots of North Face types of things.
Yes.
And also kind of bright-looking saris. It's just a very colorful
Lots of color,
market.
yeah.
Very colorful, very busy and bustling. For some trivia, this market was once part of the old trade route between India and Tibet. We really enjoyed walking through here since the market is geared at both locals and tourists. That means you can find shops selling everyday items like blankets, slippers, and cookware, but you can also find shops full of souvenirs like wooden masks, puppets, and prayer bowls.
Hi. So we've had a busy morning.
Yes, we have. We've been walking around all morning, and now we're at a place called the City of Dreams.
No, the Garden of Dreams.
That's in Macau.
We're at the Garden of Dreams.
Whoops. Garden of Dreams, and there's a beautiful little cafe and restaurant here. So just relaxing, and it's a Viennese style cafe.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
So these gardens are partly funded by the Austrian government.
Right.
So we're just gonna grab some food here. Sam's going to enjoy Viennese coffee.
Yes, it was a Viennese mocha coffee, and apparently it's gonna have cinnamon, almonds, and some dark chocolate. So it sounds very good. So the drinks have arrived.
Indeed they have. So I got myself some honey ginger lemon tea. It's what I've been ordering every single day since we've been here at every restaurant and cafe I go to. That's nice. And I like that they put big chunks of ginger in there. So then I chew them. It's like, ooh, this is kind of nice.
And there's a copious amount of honey at the bottom.
Oh, lots of honey. It was so thick. And cookie.
You have a little cookie to go with it.
My cookie. So your coffee is just full of layers.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah. I'm just, it's gonna like overflow, so I'm just gonna take a spoon.
And going for the whipped cream, it seems. Or no, that's foam.
That's the foam.
It's frothy.
Really frothy, and I got a huge bite of cinnamon there too. So I'm just gonna stir that now, and then I'll actually try a sip.
Yeah, and you can probably hear the sounds of traffic off in the distance. So it's kind of nice being a little bit removed from the chaos for a few minutes.
Oh, that's a really nice coffee. It's surprisingly not that sweet. I thought it'd be a little bit sweeter, but yeah, I can taste it's got a bit of a nutty taste, and I also really taste the cinnamon and the little bit of chocolate that's been put on top of the whipped cream.
All right, so now we're just waiting for food.
Yep.
It's Momo time. Do 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 do. So we ordered vegetable momos today. So first up, I'm going to cut this in half. Follow me to my plate. Let's break these open.
Oh wow.
Ooh, I smell curry. This smells really nice. Look at that.
Whoa.
So we got some veggies in there. I'm gonna grab some of this sauce. I don't know if this is spicy. This is an experiment.
That looks
We'll
so
see what
good,
happens.
Audrey. Looks so good.
Oh yeah,
What do you think?
that's really tasty. It's just like finely chopped veggies mixed in with some curry. It's really, really nice. I'm going in for another dunk.
What's the sauce like?
A little spicy.
Oh
my
God,
gosh.
you dropped it in there.
Now it's gonna be really spicy, not just a little spicy.
And good?
So Sam wants to introduce everyone to the monster who lurks deep in the city. What is it?
Scariest thing in Kathmandu. The wire monster.
The wire monster. There's the
a
wire
few
monster.
of them that we're gonna show you.
Alright guys, so we made it to the MOMO HUT, and I think the name says it all. This place specializes in momos, and actually they have over 20 varieties. Some of the fillings are a bit unusual. You can get ostrich, a rabbit, chicken sausage, peanuts, but we've gone for something a little more tame. We are having palak paneer. That's our savory one, and we also got yummy chocolate with melted gooey chocolate.
And we're not just calling it yummy chocolate, that's actually the name
That's
of
the name of it.
Show,
So
show,
it better
show
be
us.
yummy.
Show us that name.
The name,
Show us the yummy chocolate.
yummy chocolate. The first order has arrived. Check it out. This is our palak paneer momo. And palak paneer is basically like a cottage cheese with spinach. So I'm gonna break it in
It's actually
half.
one of my favorite Indian curries.
Yeah.
palak paneer.
Ooh. So it looks like the exterior is probably spinach based on the color. And then you've got the cottage cheese inside. Sauce-wise, the red one is supposed to be spicy, yellow is mild. Let's start with mild. Let's see how that goes. And then we can kick it up another notch.
Tasty?
It's really good. It reminds me a lot of the Korean mandu that we were eating in Seoul.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Okay, let's go for the hot sauce. Hopefully I will not regret this.
Which sauce do you like
good.
more?
I like the spicy one. It's not that hot.
Okay. I sure hope that they all have peanut butter inside. And not only is it peanut butter, but it's like warm peanut butter, so it's like
melted and
melting, gooey, and rich and creamy. And then you have that chocolate sauce, and you have that honey. And the only thing I regret is that we didn't order the 10-piece portion. We only got the 5. Who gets the third one? We just get 2?
We'll fight for that one.
Rock, scissors, paper, right?
Well, good morning. It is day 2 in Kathmandu, and today's excursion is to the monkey temple. I believe the name is Swayambhunath, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So basically, we Googled the address, we found Google Maps, And we've been walking probably about 30 minutes through neighborhoods, muddy roads. I don't think we're taking the most direct way to get there, but I think we're close, so we're gonna keep pushing. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope we're close.
Yeah. It seems that we have found the monkey temple. We can see it off in the distance. Can you see it? It's like up there on that hill. Anyways, I think it's gonna be another half hour to get there. So in total, like an hour of walking. I think we underestimated.
I disagree with you. I say 15 minutes from here.
Let's set the clock. We have made it to the base. This is the base of the monkey temple and we are already seeing monkeys. I will admit I am slightly intimidated by the monkeys. There's a lot of them and they are not shy. They will walk right up to you and they don't look aggressive, but they're a little too confident for my liking. 350 steps to the top. I can almost taste sweet victory. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we've earned the views of this attraction today. I will say that. Lots of walking so far.
Once you reach the monkey temple, you'll find a giant stupa with Buddha's eyes looking out in all four directions. Then, when you're done walking around the stupa, you'll notice a small square surrounded by small shops where you can pick up even more souvenirs. So we have finally made it to the top. It did take us about an hour from the time we left the hotel. But yeah, it's pretty cool up here. There's incense burning, candles are lit, we've got monkeys everywhere, bells are ringing, so there's a lot going on for sure. Sam lost interest a while ago. I don't know if you can make him out. Over there. Over there. Awful tourist. Well, hello you.
Hey.
What happened?
I just finished seeing it faster than you did.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of monkeys, so I had enough monkeys.
I think you missed a whole section over there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Sam just did a quick circle and he's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so travel update. We just finished visiting the monkey temple.
Yeah. And
now we're riding a taxi to visit Pashupatinath temple, which is one of the more popular ones here in Kathmandu.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit far from where we're staying. It's closer to the airport.
Yes.
So yeah, that's not within walking distance.
Yeah. We are attempting a full U-turn in the middle of traffic. Just stop in traffic for us. Are you cursing, Sam?
No, it's warm. I'm saying it's warm.
Another thing to do in Kathmandu is to experience rush hour like a local. We've been sitting here in this taxi, not moving how long now? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
15, I'd say. This next temple is a sacred Hindu site where many believers choose to be cremated. According to Nepalese Hindu tradition, the body must be dipped 3 times into the Bagmati River in order to break the reincarnation cycle. We would recommend getting a guide to tour the temple complex because it can be tricky to navigate and know where you can and cannot go. So we had another very busy morning of sightseeing on day 2, and right now it is lunchtime. We found a restaurant. It's called Rosemary Restaurant, I believe, and I've ordered paneer butter masala. I'm really excited for that with roti. And Sam has gone for non-traditional food, so he refuses to appear on camera because he's having gnocchi. Well,
food has arrived. We are having the paneer butter masala with roti, which is kind of like a flatbread. Oh my gosh, that's warm, freshly made.
It's a really generous portion.
La la. And I am being extra generous in sharing because Sam's food is going to be a while.
Yeah.
He got a little fancy.
I'm not embarrassed, by the way, and I'm having gnocchi. So yeah, there's some really good international food.
Yeah, there sure is.
We've really been enjoying kind of mixing it up. Enjoying local foods and also enjoying some good international food.
It's so creamy. Wow.
Oh man.
Let's get some of the paneer.
Yeah, grab one out.
Let's fish some out. Oh, there it is, a big chunk. Look at that.
Wow.
I'm so hungry right now.
I know. We had such a busy day. A lot of walking. It's surprisingly hot outside too. Good stuff.
Really good stuff.
For someone who's sharing, you're sure gobbling a lot.
It's cheesy.
It's cheesy. It looks cheesy. We haven't actually had a bite.
So tell us, what did you get?
So this is the Parmesan gnocchi.
No, it's Parisienne.
Oh.
Are you disappointed? Parisienne and gnocchi. How is
Really
it?
good.
Yeah.
Gnocchi. The gnocchi just kind of like dissolves in your mouth.
Yeah. It has bechamel sauce.
Yeah. This has bechamel, and then there's also some Parmesan baked on. And yeah.
It looks good. Good choice.
It's really good.
So here's a fun little story about Sam. Every time we go out in Thamel, Sam is approached by local men whispering in his ear. And they're like, weed, hash, opium? Every single time, like 10 times a day.
If I'm with you and we're holding hands, then no.
It's less likely.
Less likely, and it was also happening more often when I had my scruffy beard and my scruffy hair.
So today is our last day in Kathmandu, and we've been staying in the neighborhood of Thamel, which is kind of like the touristy area, and they have a lot of shops where you can pick up souvenirs and like little trinkets to take back home. So we're gonna do a bit of shopping because, you know, we're winding down. It's our final day.
Got a little bit of room in the suitcase, so yeah, let's get some stuff. Shopping time, we went shopping. Show everybody what we got.
So we got a singing bowl. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid I'm gonna drop something.
Be careful here.
Well, first of all, Sam chose this.
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's 4 faces.
4 faces. Show the different faces.
Expressions.
Okay, start now. 1.
Sad.
Yep.
Happy.
Happy.
Content.
Normal. Content.
A little grumpy.
Grumpy. I think the grumpy
Grumpy
one suits you quite well.
Yeah, Sam, it suits you. And this is a prayer bowl. And I would demonstrate, but I won't.
Okay.
I can't. It just doesn't work when I do it.
Put it flat in your palm.
I know, but I'm like balancing stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Anyways, I promise it works. It sings.
Yeah, and so yeah, we're really happy with those purchases. These will be nice additions to our future home.
One day.
One day. We are starting to collect now because the finish line is in sight.
A few years.
In a few years
from
now.
On the horizon. But yeah, that's it. Today we're having Dal Bhat. We've been eating Dal Bhat very, very often. So much so, Sam has declared it his favorite dish known to mankind. Is that correct?
Well, it's definitely our favorite thing here in Nepal. It's what we've been having more than anything else. So
yeah, so to describe it, it's kind of like a Nepali Thali set.
Yeah.
So you get your rice and some lentils, and like we're ordering vegetarian, so we're having like a vegetarian curry and just like different vegetables and sauces. So we're gonna show you that when it arrives. Sam's actually had too much Dal Bhat these last few days, so he ordered a different local specialty.
Yeah, I ordered some other side dishes to go along with that. So we're going to be sharing, and
who are we now?
I hope so, and that food will be coming soon. So my food is here, and it is a proper platter. This is the Dal Bhat.
Sure is. And the dal is the lentil soup right here.
Right.
It looks more green today. And what I find surprising is that here it's more soupy. It's more like watery, whereas in the past I've had like a thicker dal, kind of like a curry almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And then here you have your bhat, which would be your rice.
Yep. Big amount of rice. Mm-hmm. And then we have a ton of different
I know. Okay, so
dishes.
First up, this is the curd. It's kind of like a yogurt.
Yeah.
And I believe this is the vegetable tarkari, which is kind of like a vegetable curry.
Right.
Then you've got your pickled vegetable. Not entirely sure what it is. And these are all surprises. We'll see once we dig into them.
Yeah. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Really good?
That's quite nice, yeah. I guess you can just mix it all together, really. Lastly, to wrap up our time in Kathmandu, we went in search of a rooftop terrace where we could enjoy a drink and watch the sunset with colorful prayer flags blowing in the wind.
So where are we now and what are we doing?
Alright, so we found a little rooftop bar in Thamel. I'm having tea because it's cold. Sam's actually having beer. And we're gonna watch the sunset.
So yeah, if you can find a place in this area on, say, the 3rd or 4th floor of a building, it's some beautiful views, it's some mountain views, and then as the sun's setting, it's quite incredible, I have to say.
Yeah, we basically wandered around just looking up like who has a terrace, and we found this place completely by chance. They're not officially open yet, but they will be in a few days.
I know, how cool is that? So
here we are.
They're actually serving us without being open.
Yeah.
There's my beer, local beer.
Gorkha.
Tire fall off. Oh.
It's smoggy.
Sure
okay, so good morning from Kathmandu. Today is a travel day and we're going to Pokhara.
Yeah.
I've been calling it Pokhara all along. Apparently that is not how you pronounce it.
Yeah. So we're up bright and early. What time is it at the moment? 7:15. No, it's not even 7:30. It's 7:15. And we've basically been dropped off on the side of the road, and apparently our bus is gonna come here. So
yeah.
We are really hopeful this is the right area.
Fingers crossed.
Double fingers crossed.
So the air is quite dusty and polluted in Kathmandu on a normal day, but today it's foggy. So it's like the fumes are almost getting trapped in the air, and you can see that today the air has texture. It just looks thick and gray over the city. So yeah, that's what Kathmandu is like. We're just waiting by the side of the road, breathing in the fumes. Lots of honking going on. And I hope the bus gets here soon. I'm really looking forward to Pokhara, where it's a lakeside and mountainside setting. So hopefully the air will be a little fresher and cleaner. I'm missing clean air.
Well, you're gonna be here for 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yeah, we got here way too early. Our bus doesn't leave till 8, and it's like 7:20 at the moment. No,
but you know what?
7:18.
I was concerned about traffic because it can be insane, and I wasn't sure if rush hour would be chaos, and then we would miss our bus.
I guess rush hour is more like an hour later, sometime between 8 and 9. But 7 in the morning, yeah, the traffic isn't too bad. There is traffic out there, but it's not like bumper to bumper. There's no gridlock at this time of day.
So how are you feeling about our next destination, Pokhara?
I'm really excited about it. It's going to be considerably smaller than Kathmandu. And also, just from pictures we've seen, it looks a lot more scenic. We're going to be out by a lake. And I'm looking forward to that because Kathmandu's been fun, but it's also been really chaotic. So I'm ready for a change of pace.
Also, I'm mildly amused because we keep seeing these shuttles driving by and everyone's asking, Pokhara, Pokhara, do you want to come hop on the bus, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, these buses and shuttles are like bursting at the seams. There's visibly no more room for people, but they're still trying to get us on, and yeah, we've already bought tickets, so really it makes no sense.
The horns here sound a bit like a turkey gobbling.
We are on the bus. What time is it right now?
8:15, so yeah, it's pretty much on time.
Okay.
Just a few minutes late. But, I mean, mind you, we've been putting our bags on, so that's taken up a bit of time. But yeah, it looks we're gonna start the journey now. And those horns are just incredible. So we're having a pumpy breakfast over here. This is what we've got. It looks like some kind of a noodle dish and some potatoes. So I'm gonna dig again. Potatoes are nice. I'm hungry. I didn't have anything to eat at the hotel, so it's almost like a brunch for me.
Time for a pit stop. We've been driving, how long would you say? 2 hours? 3 hours?
No, it's been longer than that. It's now 12 o'clock.
I've been sleeping, so
we've been on the road for about 3.5 hours. So we're about halfway there. And
now it's lunchtime.
Alright guys, so you can see on the map
where we started,
where we are now, and where we need to go. Those stars. So, and like as we've been traveling, the road conditions have been getting a little bit better, like in terms of the quality of the roads, and also not as much traffic either.
Lunchtime.
So this is pretty sweet. We get a buffet lunch.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got a fairly generous plate, but I don't want to eat too much because I usually don't like to eat a lot more on like a, you know, a serpentine.
A windy road. Bad combination.
So no thanks. So I mostly grabbed some noodles here. I have something that looks a little bit similar to aloo gobi. It's got like cauliflower potatoes. And then over here there's just some rice with like a bean curry.
Dal.
A dal, sorry, I should say dal. I keep forgetting to call it dal. And then last but not least,
here's mine.
That's yours. And then I have something that looks like maybe a yogurt or a rice pudding. So.
Alright, enjoy.
Let's try it. I'm hungry.
We have arrived. My camera lens is looking rather dusty, but we are here in Pokhara. It was an 8-hour journey in the end, so a bit longer than we were expecting, but we're here.
I'm hungry, guys. First priority is to drop off our bags and get food.
Yes.
We're getting food.
Food is priority number 2.
Numero uno.
So we are all checked in and it's time for room tour. Room tour.
Pokhara Cribs edition.
There you go.
This is literally the fastest room tour ever.
Yeah.
Because my stomach is overriding this room tour and saying,
Sam is just thinking food.
it's time to eat. So.
But yeah, we have a nice view of the hotel and some mountains off in the distance. Seating area. Let's check out the bathroom. I haven't seen it yet. Alright, so walk-in shower. Toilet, sink. Hello, bye-bye. Sam is looking ever so serious. This is a hard decision. A very important decision. What will be his first meal in Pokhara?
After an 8-hour bus ride.
Oh man.
I think we're going for comfort food.
Did you just take a first sip without toasting your wife?
I did. I snuck one in there.
Excuse me.
Let's try again.
Excuse me.
Salut.
Salut. I'm having mint lemonade. I forgot for a
Vino
second.
Tinto over here. Red wine. Right, so my first time to try Everest beer here in Nepal.
Everest.
And we won't be hiking there, so we might as well have the beer, right?
But you know what? You need to read the back of the label. It's quite poetic.
Let's see. Nepal. The land of mysterious...
No, mysticism.
Oh, sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Nepal, the land of mysticism and Himalayan grandeur brings you this limited edition of Everest.
Ooh la la. Everest.
Oh, it's nice. So refreshing. I mean, this is one of those chilled glasses. And I needed this after like sucking in all that dust. That was an 8-hour dust fest on the bus.
Plus the 1-hour wait fest. And the food's here. Ooh. Wow.
That's very good.
That's amazing.
Wow. Thank you. Oh, okay. Alright, Hungry Hippo said, film me first. I'm hungry.
No, I didn't. And
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I forget the name of what I ordered. It was a really long name, but I know this is the paneer.
You got paneer, yeah.
And it has some tikka spices, and I think, was it cooked in a tandoori oven? Was that part of it? I don't know. It had like 4 or 5 names in the description. Anyways, let's go with this. This looks good. Let's grab some cheese.
Is it good?
Wow.
Yeah? Are you gonna share? Oh, come on, at least one bite. I'll give you a slice of pizza. I'll give you a slice of pizza. I have a huge pizza. This I probably could have got the smaller one, but you know what? I'm hungry, so no complaints.
Mine has veggie too. So it has onions, carrots, capsicum, and a salad and naan. I didn't even mention the naan. Look at that.
Yeah, and I don't like. Show your hand for sense of scale. Like these are really big portions. This is awesome. Lots of food. This is just what we wanted. Oh man, this looks so. Oh man, this looks so good. Copious amounts of cheese
melting all over the place.
It's really hot. It's obviously freshly made.
Fresh out of the oven. You're gonna burn your palate like that. He wasn't willing to wait 30 seconds.
That is awesome pizza.
Yeah.
That's good pizza anywhere in the world. To get the pizza this good in Nepal, it's a really nice surprise. I'm gonna really enjoy this meal.
Hello.
Oh wow, I didn't know I was gonna be filmed for this. Okay, so I found a Cabernet to bring home, and this one is from Chile. So pretty good price. I mean, for this part of the world to pay about $11 US is not a bad deal. It's a little bit, obviously would be very pricey if I was in Chile, but I'm not in Chile. Wine drinking is not a big thing here, so this is going to be brought back to the apartment and I will enjoy this.
What are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating arriving.
Okay, let's go. And that is a wrap for a very, very busy day.
Has been a busy day, and I have our wine ready, so here's yours.
Okay.
Let's do a cheers.
Cheers!
One last salute.
Salut!
So, great adventures to come from Pokhara, and we'll be doing lots of food vlogs and other things, and
some sightseeing.
Some sightseeing, of course, and maybe a bit of hiking. So please stay tuned for that, and we look forward to showing all of that.
All right, see you soon. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay.
Well, luckily we're not quitting our day jobs to become singers, so let's get that out of the way.
All right, so guys, we are in Pokhara, and basically this video is going to be not chronological, unchronological?
Yeah, non-chronological. Non-chronological order.
Today is our last day in town, and it's our first day of sightseeing. So we've basically been hanging out, shopping, eating really well.
Catching up on work.
Anything.
No, but you know what? We have waited to the last day, but this is the first day of really good weather. We've had a lot of haze, a lot of cloud cover.
It's been super foggy as well.
Yeah. But today, it's just unbelievable blue skies. We're seeing like snow-capped mountains that we hadn't seen before, and today we're gonna go out by boat, and we're also gonna do a little bit of hiking, so we can't wait to show you around. So we're by the lake.
Yes, we are. There's the lake. We're gonna hire a boat next, and then we're climbing to the World Peace Pagoda, and yeah, let's get started. Are you giving morning kisses? Morning kisses. Morning kisses.
One more.
Morning kisses. Morning kisses.
Hiring a boat is easy. When you go down to the waterfront, you'll find a large board with all of the rates listed. You can either hire your own boat to row, pay to be rowed to the temple in the middle of the lake, or pay to be dropped off at the start of the hiking trail that leads to the World Peace Pagoda. So here's our boat. We've upgraded. We paid $8 more, and that gives us...
Sam was afraid he was gonna burn in the sunshine.
Yeah, this is for me, the ginger, who freckles a lot. We got an upgrade of a roof, and we got a mast.
This has been such a peaceful ride that I'm actually feeling a little bit sleepy. I feel like I could just curl up on the boat, on the carpet, and take a nap. then I'd miss out on the views. And that would probably look a little bit rude to our boatman just sleeping during the outing. Sam is filming baby cows.
Baby cows.
Baby cows.
There's been some great opportunities to film this morning. We've had some really, really good light.
I know.
Oh my gosh, we definitely picked the right day to come out.
Well, we are coming to the end of a very lovely outing.
Yeah, that was a great outing, and the weather changed completely. It got really hazy again and foggy.
Yeah.
So it's like a completely different experience for half of the trip. The first half versus the second half. And now we're preparing to go hiking. So yeah.
After our boat tour of the lake, we decided to go hiking, so we got dropped off at the start of the trail. There's a small shop on that side of the lake, so if you need to pick up some water or a few snacks, this is a good place to do so. So we are now hiking to the World Peace Pagoda, and it's meant to be 45 minutes to the top. Might take a little bit longer because I'm doing this in Sam's Crocs. My running shoes got left behind somewhere along the way.
You wear my running shoes now?
Sam ruined them.
Crocs.
They were left behind. Anyway, Sam and I have been finding that we're really out of breath in Pokhara for some reason.
We're just out of shape in general.
We're usually panting after climbing 2 sets of stairs at our hotel. And well, climbing 2 sets of stairs probably takes like 30 seconds. And this is a 45-minute hike. So,
you're already out of breath.
I have a feeling it's going to be a struggle.
Status update?
Status update. The hike is getting really steep. Out of breath, almost out of water.
Out of shape.
Womp womp.
But in terms of difficulty, this is not a difficult path.
No.
It's just the altitude,
and
the fact we're out of shape, and we got quite a bit of sun. Now it's shaded, so that's nice. We're starting to cool down a little bit.
Onwards. This is how we feel.
Yeah, it was a bit of a sweat fest, and it was definitely good exercise. Not a difficult path, but now that we're here, let's actually check out the Peace Pagoda.
Well, hey, Aladdin.
That was pretty fun. I have to say, you missed out by not going up there.
Hey, shh, don't tell people.
It's true, you didn't do it.
Shoelaces are undone. We have visited the stupa, and now the grand plan is food.
Food, and I'm gonna have tea right behind us.
So we found a rooftop cafe with a great view of the lake and Pokhara below. And how did we choose this place? What question were you asking?
What do you mean?
Sam was going to the restaurants. Do you have the best view? Do you have the best view? And of course,
no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like, where's the best view within your restaurant? I didn't mean like, do you have the best view of all the restaurants nearby?
Everyone's gonna be like, of course we have the best view. Come eat over here. Anyways, we settled on a place, and I ordered a Nepali Thali set, and Sam's having tea.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, good afternoon from Pokhara. Today we are going shopping. Yeah.
And the secret is we've actually already gone shopping. We bought some cool stuff. Last night. Now, we're going to talk a bit more about what we're going to do in terms of shopping, but first, don't you need to check out my pants? Like, I'm wearing something new. Look at this. Hippie pants. Can you see that?
That's a purchase from last night.
Yeah. And Audrey got a pair too, but she's not wearing them right now. I don't know why, but I'm rocking the new hippie pants.
Okay, let's see what else we can find. I still want to pick up a few more souvenirs.
Yeah.
So Sam found a shirt he loves. We're gonna design it though, change the color.
It's hilarious. It's like, it's totally politically incorrect, but sometimes it's fun to have some have a
You
little...
don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need balls and a beard. Do you have a beard?
I do have a beard.
That is the question.
I think I'm 2 for 2.
Okay, good stuff. So while we've been in Pokhara, we've mainly been hanging out in Lakeside, which is the area along the lake, like the name suggests. And there are so many shops here if you want to pick up souvenirs or clothes or locally made arts and crafts.
Yeah, restaurants, cafes.
Woo.
Also, you can arrange a lot of adventure travel from here.
Yes.
So if you're into paragliding, or what else can you do? There's tons of stuff.
Oh man.
There's hiking.
You can do a
you can take a
micro
helicopter
flight.
tour. There's helicopter tours. There's like, I think there's what, even horse and pony riding. So
Yeah,
any
I
kind of
like
adventure
pony
stuff.
rides.
Oh, this is also where you would arrange, yeah, like for a trip to do the Annapurna circuit, the big
Yes.
hike track. That if you do the whole circuit, it takes about 2 weeks, 14 days. So
Yeah, but I mean, we're mainly here to relax, so we've just been hanging out, eating well, enjoying a quiet setting, although it's not so quiet right now. You probably hear a lot of honking going on. But yeah, and today we're shopping, so let's go.
Who's this, Audrey?
This is my pup friend. I met him like 4 days ago, so every time I walk past here, we have a little pet. Isn't that right? Yes, it is.
You're the most chill pup we've met in a while. You just hang out. You like strokies. You like attention.
Yeah.
You'll, if you see us, you'll come walking over. Yes to all of the above.
So as we've already mentioned, we did quite a bit of shopping while we were in town, so we just wanted to show you guys what we got so you have an idea of what you can buy in Pokhara. And maybe I did most of the shopping, not Sam.
Did a lot.
So since we're going to India next, I got some clothes. I need something light and breezy, so linen shirt, woolen blue.
That's a nice one. I like that one.
I really like this one.
Oh, you
that
do?
one was like $6.
Mm-hmm.
This one was 10, but it's longer.
Oh, right. I forgot that you got 2 of them. Wow.
So yeah, that'll come in handy.
Yep.
Let's see. What else did I get? Oh, I got hippie pants because when in Nepal.
Yeah, that's something we both got. We both got
Yes.
hippie pants.
Actually, you know what's funny? When we were at the store, Sam's like showing me this pair. He's like, what do you think of these hippie pants? And I'm like, Sam, that's a skirt. I didn't even notice he was looking at a skirt, which is ridiculous, but so Sam.
Yeah.
Got this. I think this would be cool, like on a coffee table or something. You can set like a teapot or a coffee pot or anything warm. Or like even on the dining table.
Yep.
For the future home, because we don't actually
For
have
the future
phones.
home that we don't have yet.
Okay, I got some toys. I got stuffed animals.
Oh,
I got an elephant.
it's cute. I love its eyes.
Yeah,
That's the
Sam
best
picked
part.
out the color.
Yeah. I was like, what? Because there was a whole bunch of them, and you're like, pick one. I'm like, definitely that one.
And I got a bunny.
Yeah.
Just because it's cute.
Yes. It is cute. Are they going to be friends?
Yes.
Or will they be mortal enemies?
Friends.
Friends? Instant friends. That's good to know.
Sam got hippie pants. Ta-da!
Woo.
This is not the skirt. These are the actual pants.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
They almost don't fit me. They kind
Ooh,
of go.
fabulous.
They kind of go down to my, not quite to the bottom of my ankles, but.
Yeah, the guy who was selling them, he just like rolled them up for Sam, and he's like, here, you can wear them kind of like fisherman's trousers. Thanks, guy.
Anything else?
And one more thing, this one is Sam's as well.
Oh, right. I like this one too. This one says Nepal, and then it has the flags, so that's really cool. I don't have a lot of long sleeve shirts at the moment because, yeah, we've been traveling in really warm places. So
I may borrow this as a pajama shirt.
No, I don't think you will. I think I'll actually wear this one myself. Anyways,
So yeah, that's all we got.
shopping in Nepal.
When we weren't out sightseeing, which was most of the time, we were restaurant hopping and enjoying the food. The following is the best meal that we had in Pokhara. The food is here and it looks amazing. Check it out. I'm having something called choila. And this is fish from the local lake. It's marinated in secret spices. That's what it says in the menu. They won't even tell you what's in it. And
I
then
love
it's
that.
barbecued
That's the
in the
best.
tandoor oven, according to the menu. So I didn't even see this being prepared.
Secret
But it
spices.
looks so good. If
Yep.
you look at the pieces of fish, like they're so plump, and oh my gosh, this just looks fresh and juicy.
Do some more dissections for us.
More dissections. Here we are in the science lab.
Yes.
I am dissecting the fish.
Exactly.
Anyways, I'm gonna try some of this already. It looks so good.
Wow.
Man, it looks like there's some tomatoes in there, maybe cilantro.
Is it good? Yeah?
That's really good. I chose well. The
Very
fish,
seasonal.
it's so soft. It melts in your mouth.
I just had some kind of insect bite my elbow. So
Oh my god.
If it was a little shaky, that's why. Bad cameraman
The
over here.
mosquitoes want the fish. This is so nice. That is cilantro, little chunks of tomato. Looks like a little bit of a yellow curry.
Oh wow.
Man, it's
You
good.
can see that so well now.
It's good.
Well, the one that I ordered was a Pokhara style curry. And it comes with fish. We had the choice between chicken and pork, I believe. And let's turn that around a bit. Let's turn that around.
Look at
So you can see there's nice big chunks of fish over here too. Looks
and you know
really
what?
good.
It looks like the same fish they use for mine.
Yeah,
Local fish from the lake.
I'm sure it is. So it also comes with brown rice, which is nice. We had the choice between brown rice and white rice, so we're making the adult decision to get the healthier brown rice.
The healthier version. I think brown rice is tastier anyway.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have a bite, and then I'm gonna go for a bite of rice. So
let's see what dish comes out on top.
you know what? They said that this was a must-try dish on their menu.
Yeah.
And I totally agree. Like that curry is just so good, so rich. It's like a thick, flavorful curry. And then because the fish has obviously been marinated and cooking in there for a long time, I think it's even more tender than the fish from your dish. So
wow.
The fish from your dish. That kind of rhymes a bit. But
that could be a wrap.
yeah, that's
That's
my bad attempt at rapping. But yeah, it's so good. I'm gonna have another bite with rice. So don't mind my thumb here.
You do have a knife?
I do.
And a fork and a spoon to make it work?
It's more fun to eat with your hands whenever you can. Yeah, the rice really complements it well. Helps sop up a bit of the gravy.
We also enjoyed hanging out in the lakefront bars. Happy hour may have been the draw for most people, but I was here to drink tea and play with the resident pets. We're sleepy. We are so sleepy.
I'm getting sleepy too, pup. I just had a big meal. I'm gonna have a glass of wine, and I'm gonna enjoy this fire that we're right beside.
Hey, cutie.
Audrey, you're the animal whisperer today. Who do you have now? What do you got?
Oh, I forget her name.
I forget her name too, but the sweet
Her
little
name means
kitty.
Crybaby, that's what I remember.
Crybaby. Is she getting all snuggly? Is she getting all snuggly with you by the fire? She's cute.
Tonight we're along the lakeside because they have a lot of little like cafes and bars where you can come, enjoy the views, have a drink.
It's great for nightlife in Nepal. Like, this is just awesome.
It's really nice. And yesterday we visited a place called, I think, Purple Planet.
Yep.
Today we were at the Bamboo Hut.
Bamboo Hut?
Bamboo Bar.
Right, and then...
I befriended a cat and a dog.
I know.
So sweet.
Best, like, especially that cat. That cat fell asleep on you.
I know.
I don't think it would have left had you not, had we not left. Anyways, we're gonna now try to find a place that has some live music. Apparently around this time of night, between around 7 and 8, they start playing live music. I hear it off in the distance, so let's go check it out.
Let's follow our ears.
So that's a wrap for our time in Pokhara. Most travelers who come all the way out here generally do so to hike the Annapurna circuit, but we had neither the gear nor the desire to undertake a lengthy trek. Fortunately for us, Pokhara proved to be the perfect place to unwind after a few busy months of travel, and we still got to enjoy views of the Annapurna mountain range. We hope that you enjoyed our travel guide to Nepal. If you have any other suggestions of things to do, attractions worth visiting, or local foods worth sampling in addition to what we covered in our Nepal travel guide, please leave those in the comments below. Until next time, happy travels, and we'll see you soon with more travel guides.